Yeah, you need to fix it. I can't get it.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Season 28 GCBC UKBBL League. Good evening, Andy, how are you?
Good evening, I'm great, thank you.
Brilliant. So, we've got some Premiership matches going on right now, I suspect. So, let's, without further ado, pick one. Let's go into the UKBBL. How has your off-season been? Because you didn't make the playoffs, did you?
It's fucking dull. I don't know how people do it.
Right, which game do you want to watch, Andy? There's lots of them. There's lots of games on.
We could have...
I'd quite like to watch the one that I've advertised, the Worldwide Blocking Crew versus the Wayward Knights, to be honest.
Alright, there is, of course, the last season's overall champion versus RTSD as well. Just putting that one out there. But yeah, let's start with Wayward Knights. Let's do that
There's
one.
1-0 to last season's champions there already. These are the fixtures as we see them. Good evening, Rinjani. Good evening, 20 Phoenix. Good evening, Waldorf. Great to have you with us. All right, let's go straight into that Worldwide Blocking Crew, which is one of the last season's playoff contenders. It was Itchy Masak. Sadly, went out in the opening round of the playoffs. Playing against Vulture Squadron, who is a fair coach himself, and it's early in the match. In fact, it's the Worldwide Blocking Crew's opening block of the game. 20 seconds in, and it's a block from that blitzer on. Second block of the game, I lied. 2 knockovers, but of course the fend prevents those orcs from following up. And we do have a piling on Mighty Blow blitzer, and this is going to be a lot different from last season, isn't it, Andy? There's a lot more skill around.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Itchin will be doing well to not get smashed off the park here.
He's got lots of dodge, though. I mean, how much tackle? I mean, that's a tackle piece, which is not very pleasant for Itchin, but how many other tackle pieces are there?
I think that's his only one, actually.
1 tackle piece, 1 wrestle piece, so it's not an utter... Did I see a wrestle piece for... Not for the orcs at all. The troll has guard. Mighty Blow for that orc. Mighty Blow piling on for that one. Mighty Blow tackle for that one. The Black Orcs. It's a block guard Black Orc there. What's the thrower got? The thrower looks nice. Oh, look at him. Dodge, block, and agility 4. He's a bit tasty, that orc. The only thing going against the orcs is they're only an 11-man roster, and that includes a goblin. So there is the risk of losing the numbers.
Out of interest, would you have gone with dodge on that because he's agility 4, or would you have gone with strong arm?
Me personally, have a guess.
Dodge, of course, obviously, knowing you like I do. Strong arm. Okay.
I don't know. Would I have gone strong arm though? I mean, one of the things that goes against orc throwers is their lack of movement. That's the thing that negates it. And my old black orc thrower in Chaos Edition, there's an armor break from the troll there. I think more serious than a stun. But one of the things that goes against an orc thrower is his lack of movement. And if you want to develop a truly decent orc thrower, he needs more movement. So a double also opens up the agility table. Other than just dodge, you can make sure feet a thing, perhaps, to go hand in hand with the kick-off return, perhaps. You know, that's an option there as well. And dodge is the common choice, I suppose. I would have been tempted by strong arm, though, I'm not going to lie. But what I really crave is an additional movement and an additional agility orc thrower again. Thanks very much. That's what I'll be aiming for. Will I be lucky again? I don't know. That would be great, though. Go back to the old ways. But my orc team's certainly on the up now. We've got 2 throwers, so we're happy. I've got my first game of the season this Wednesday against a very nasty looking Dark Elf team of only 7 players. But he does have a blodging strength 4 blitzer, which isn't very nice.
You got any tackle?
Me, I've got 1 tackle piece. I've got a tackle mighty blow orc. So he's quite important.
You got any guard?
I've got lots of guard now, actually. I've got a line orc with guard, a blitzer with guard. The troll has guard, so there's plenty of guard. For the team value of 12.90. So, right, looking at the orcs right now. Obviously, it's Itchin's turn, but I mean, a nice deep kick has got to be pleasing Itchin, which is why I think Vulture Squadron has spread the play here, making it hard for the Bretonnians to get through the hole. They can't rush. I mean, that's what makes the orc thrower with his movement 5 susceptible at this juncture. He has a guard line orc at the back covering him, and a blodging blitzer. Right, here we go. This is where my orc blitzer would get armour broken. This is the mighty blow tackle piece, so it'd be quite nice for Itchin to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, I was just pondering what you would do here, because it was fairly easy to push through against the loner, and then you can chase down the thrower directly. Or do you flood and hit the more valuable piece, which is the orc blitzer, and then you only be able to send maybe 2 pieces through reliably? I say reliably. You've got to make 3+ dodges to get them through.
It's a tough call. I mean, next turn, where's that orc thrower going to get to, really? He's going to get on the team logo at best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he doesn't do any go for it, he's just getting onto the orc skull head for his team logo. So, I don't know. Depends how aggressive you want to play. I think Itchin's very good at biding his time and not over-committing, and I think that's probably the way that you probably play this as well. Let's not forget that Vulture Squadron does have... Good evening, Glaive Master. Good evening, Pidpad. I think I've said hello to Mr. John. I certainly did. Good evening, Bob and Yak. Let's not forget that the Vulture Squadron team here does have a wizard as well. Now, Itchin has 5 rerolls. What's your view on 5 rerolls, Andy? You don't see that very often.
No, that's excessive. Three's the standard. 4's if you like being a little bit fruity and re-rolling the odd block. 5?
I'm wondering if he's picked one up on the kickoff table and then he's got a leader piece somewhere. I'm just guessing. I'm surmising at that.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there a leader piece out there? Kickoff return, dodge, sure hand.
It is easy to see because of the text.
What are you saying, Andy? You having another pot?
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
You can throw it out there, but I don't think. I think even you have to confess that, by the looks of it, Cyanide did doing quite a good job with the past week's announcements. Even you have to admit that now.
Sorry. What? No. I'm very pleased with Blood Bowl 2 Legendary Edition. They have only now got 2 things they need to fix, which is the players graphically leveling up, aka skill rings for the tabletop people, and then get rid of the annoying symbols and replace them with text. They're not going to do either of those things, sadly. I know they're now not going to do either of those things, because if they were, they would have done them. But the rest of it's very good. So, yeah, it's now a sort of an 8 out of 10 product.
That's about as good we're ever going to get out of Andy, viewers. So let's leave it at that, shall we? Good evening, Niam too. It's good to have you here on the stream for this match day 1. This is Premiership West match between Vulture Squadron's worldwide blocking crew and Itchamashak's Wayward Knights, who of course made it to the playoffs last season to be knocked out by the eventual winners, Bleeding Hippie. And they're hunting another. Is that a tackle piece? No, that piece isn't tackle. But he's got the open star, and there is some piling on going on here.
Yeah, I suspect he'll pile on regardless. I suspect. Or not, maybe.
He's deciding. He's deciding.
Same decided.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we go. He's resisted the urge. Oh, and there's a double skull. Gotta love a Black Orc that does that early in a turn. God dear. Of course, Andy, we have in a little over a month now the next UKBBL tabletop tournament, and you're in a bit of a rut with bad tournament performances, aren't you, Andy?
In 2017, yes.
What did you win in 2016?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think I did actually.
You didn't.
Didn't win one of the UKBBLs either, did I?
No, because I won one.
All right.
I won the first one in 2016. It's been a while, Andy. It's been over 12 months since you won a tournament. In fact, last thing you won was season 26 of the UKBBL, and that's so long ago, nobody remembers. Good evening, 1984, right? How are you, righty? Good to have you with us here live on the stream. Oh, good evening, EFC Steph as well. It's good to be back Monday nights.
I have a question for EFC. How on earth did you manage to lose match day 1 with half of your team having a plus strength upgrade? Like, seriously, is it not just the most easiest game ever?
I was looking at that and actually thinking how on earth he didn't get promoted to the Premiership. So that's some talent, but no offence, Steph. Didn't Davo win something in Wales? Not last year, he didn't. He hasn't won the Welsh for a couple of years because he went through that dreadful rut last season of thinking he could play Amazons well, and then nothing happened. He knows. It's funny because it's true though, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it's annoying that. The last best time I actually played half decently at tabletop.
Steph says watch the match. Nice. Good evening, James. Good to have you with us here live on the stream.
Yeah, I think I will watch this match actually. It was, when was it? It was Eurobowl. Yeah, I finished second in Eurobowl. That was a good result.
That is a good result. It just means you're the first place loser, but that's okay. Davo joined the rest of the Welsh in bombing in their home tournament. Nice, brilliant.
Yeah, I only conceded like 3 touchdowns all weekend, but I think I only scored 5, which was, I think, the problem. I played against 20 Phoenix actually. It was an interesting game. It was it 0-0 Phoenix or was it 1-1? I forget. Did we actually have a touchdown? I don't think so.
So, looking at what we've got in front of us on the pitch here, the worldwide blocking crew, whatever they're called, I think that's what they're called, the Orcs, screened off their thrower, which makes it hard for Itchamashak to get round here. But here we go. This is making a hole now. This will put pressure on the thrower. This will.
You make a hole and walk through.
They're spread quite badly, aren't they, the Orcs at the moment, because
they
of that deep kick.
And the guy that's just done the blitz, isn't that a blodge piece? Yeah, it is.
It is a blodge piece. Yeah.
So I'd be very tempted to go and get very close to that guard player, because you want the Orcs to have to run up their sideline, not into the middle of the field, because that's where a lot of their players are. So if you go and double tag that guard piece, it becomes, you're forcing the Orcs to have to run away from the rest of their team.
I think Itchin's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. Good evening, Bulldog, as well.
Wow, we've got a lot of people here today.
It is. It's good to have so many coaches watching. I think as the UKBBL is continuing to grow. I think we're going to see more people each week on the stream, which is great. Getting live footage from the UKBBL. And now we've got a Premiership. We've got some, what's the word? Premium matches to watch is probably the best way to phrase it, isn't it, Andy? Speaking of premium matches, I watched one last night from a very, very lucky so-and-so.
There were 4 Premiership matches. You need to be more specific.
Well, I only watched one where there was a very lucky so-and-so. It was your game, Andy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought the Humes were actually quite unlucky in the second half, if I'm honest.
Exactly my point. It wasn't going so well for you, was it? But fair play to Carney, who you played yesterday. He didn't sit for the draw, which would have been the easy thing to do. I like the fact that he went for it. And then you had a good round of blocking at the start of the second half, which led to a couple of KOs. So it kind of neutralised his man advantage. And that was it for you, really, wasn't it? But there was an awful lot of Chaos Warriors falling over and getting injured all over the place. Were any of them serious?
No, sadly not, I'm afraid. None of the Chaos Warriors bumped their head too hard. We did have a Mino triple skull himself and then hurt himself. And I took the very, very dangerous step of then apothecarying it because it was only a badly hurt because I'd only got 11 players. And I felt as though I couldn't deliberately play with a lot less.
I was surprised, actually. Why are you running with 11 players at the moment?
Because my Minotaur died, I think, in match day 8 last season.
Right.
Don't know if you heard.
Everyone's heard. But why run with 8? Was that just because you were saving the money up for the new Minotaur, or are there players injured on that roster at the moment?
No, people died. I lost a load of players in one match day. I didn't just lose the Mino. I think 2 other people died as well. And so that's why I was running less players. And then the match day, just before the start of that match, I upgraded the stadium. So I just spent all of my spare money.
Right.
And then I think I lost 280 grand's worth of player in one game. And just never got a chance to replace it all.
Unlucky James, another loss. That's very unlike you. Out of interest, Andy, what stadium upgrade did you take?
Oh, well, I did made it level 2. I haven't actually paid for the...
Right, okay. You haven't got an upgrade yet. Right, okay, fine.
I have the ability to do the upgrade.
Okay. It's a lot of cash, isn't it?
What would you do if you were the Orcs here? Because I think he's in major problems here.
Are you asking me what I would do?
Well, you're the Orc coach.
I would pass the ball, Andy, in this situation. What I was thinking, at the moment, especially if you've got an agility 4 thrower, it's a shame he hasn't got a strong arm, really. I would have probably blocked over here one of these 2 pieces and been tempted to try and throw it to the Goblin or the Mighty Blow piling on piece, which is a bit of a waste, but and then try to kind of do a loose screen. He's gone a different way. Now he's blocking with a loner piece. He's on a dodge piece though, so that's not great, is it? He's in a lot of trouble now.
He's in a lot of trouble now.
There'll
be a 2 dice block on the ball next turn.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
although Itchin will probably have to make a dodge, or he's not just a straight up 2 dice block. No, it will be. It will be.
Well, I suspect he's going to take the blitzer far on the left as we look at it, and bring him to mark this blitzer number 3 at the back here. Because this blitzer, this is piling on Mighty Blow piece. The bit that you really want over here is the tackle piece, and I think this is where Vulture Squadron perhaps could have been a little less aggressive with his tackle piece and actually moved his tackle piece closer to his thrower, because that's who you really want over here.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I guess we're going to have to see the Goblin doing some kind of ridiculously good play in a moment. Fenn's annoying, isn't it? That's what the Orc player's thinking right now. So, yeah,
I just thought I'd put that in chat.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah, covered it. So, you've obviously... Oh, there we go, there was the dodge. He's going to have to put a tackle zone on this piece here, surely. No, he's not. He's just leaving it like that. So that...
No?
Okay, so... This is relatively straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, it's not as straightforward as it might be, I suppose. Out of all the upgrades that have been announced, Andy, which of them are you most excited about? Good evening, Mailer, by the way.
Excited about the upgrades.
Well,
I'm looking forward to
the whole of the Legendary Edition announcement. Which bit excites you the most?
I'm looking forward to the admin tools.
You're not an admin, though.
No, it's the ability that the admins will then have to be able to do things, which I'm looking forward to.
Okay. My single biggest thing that I like about it all is the optional skills. I think that is massive.
Oddly enough, that was my next thing I was going to say was, and I also very much like the optional skills.
Optional pass brings punting back in again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One go for it to get the assist here, and then it's the 2 dice.
Well, I was looking at the 2 dice from, the Jean-Claude, who's the guy 2 squares behind the troll and 1 square to the right. If he blocks over the Mighty Blow Blitzer, then the blocker can provide the assist or do the block.
Sorry, say that again.
Because you've got the other 3 pieces.
Right, I'm with you.
So Jean-Claude takes out
him.
That Blitzer.
Yeah.
Which is just done. Yeah. And that's your 3 piece. And because you got Wrestle, you were 75% likely to take that down.
I think I would still be tempted to try and get this lineman over here and then blitz with this guy, and then this guy can come around the back to pick up the ball. This guy being number 3, the blitzer at the back. So yeah, what he's doing now, Vulture Squadron comes in to lend the assist. It's 1 go for it. Then Bastion, the blocker,
does the block. Yeah.
Does the block and then frees up the ball and hopes for a fairly decent scatter. And not off the pitch and not in a tackle zone. I mean, you're hoping for things, but that's always the case. And he's got the open star. He's pushing him next to the sideline. Throw in here, deep in the territory, and we could see our first touchdown very early on.
Yeah, don't follow up.
And the ball's off the pitch.
Very useful.
Oh no! Look at that.
That's alright, the Agility 4 guy who's got dodge can just dodge off and fetch it.
He can, can't he? That's who's going to do it as well. How does he get safe in this situation though? Everybody else has been. I suppose it's not that easy. I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I suppose what he does is he just runs back as far as he can. And then it's difficult for anyone to get to him.
Yeah, he is blodge as well.
Yeah.
The tackle guy definitely can't get anywhere close to him. Yeah, I think I just run backwards. Before you go, you just knock over the guard piece. There we go. Stay put.
Away, pick it up. That works.
In fact, I would actually come forwards, not backwards. Or would I? No, I would just go backwards because the Black Hawk that's lying down can get you. So sorry, I would definitely go backwards. Got to go backwards. The reason I was contemplating coming forwards because he is playing against a wizard and the goblin is free. But if you go backwards centrally.
It's aggressive play though from Vulture. I suppose when you've been turned over in this situation, actually the wizard's not a dreadful option, is it really?
No.
See that going that much deeper makes it difficult. Oh yes, that's now making it particularly challenging for the Goblin to do anything about it. Wizard, Black Hawk that's lying down, blitzes the blocker away. Troll throws the Goblin through the air. Goblin lands, picks it up, touchdown. Easy as that. Lots of dice, Andy. What can go wrong?
That's actually not a bad play. Wizard it first. Yeah, I actually quite like that. In fact, I think I support that.
It's quite a risky, high-risk strategy, though, isn't it?
Yes, but what are your other options? Because next turn, if you try and pin that movement 7, agility 4 blodge piece down, it can do whatever it wants.
I suppose the conservative option is say, right, this drive's gone badly. We weren't able to cage up. Let's see what we can do about defending. Maybe we can hold him to 0-0 at the half and then rely on the Wizard to turn over in the second half.
It's risky.
Well, I think both options. I mean, this is not optimal, is it? So I think whichever option you go for here, neither is neither is a great option.
All of this came down to blitzing on diagonal left and having the ball on the diagonal right. Once the ball had gone down there, the tackle piece who is critical has to go towards the ball. In the same way that if that guy was the mighty blow piling on tackle piece, you have to have the two near each other, because as soon as you put pressure on the ball, the blitz has to be near the ball.
And with the amount of dodge on display from Mitchin here, I 100% agree with that. Conservative game. Thanks, Bob. Hey, I have to look at both avenues. Sebo's asking you, Andy, if you can play your match his match against Bevan tomorrow. It's not the first time you've stepped in for someone, is it?
I bet wouldn't be allowed.
Oh, interesting reroll that was. Why would you go for reroll there?
I don't know. He's going for damage now by the looks of things.
He's going conservative, for sure. This is a risky strategy because he's planning to hit with the troll here, but if that troll goes stupid, there's a great big gaping hole in the middle of his line.
Yeah, you've got to pile on here.
Oh!
No, you haven't, because you just blow them up in the first place. Oh, smashed hit.
10 8s into 10s. That was Mighty Blow kicking in on the armour. 10s on the armour. And 10s on the injury.
Oh, he's fine.
Wow, Andy, come on. Let's not.
Wow.
If we're watching a big killer team, then that kind of response to an apothecary result working is acceptable. But Bretonians, do they deserve your hate? Really?
It's not hate, just concern.
It's because it's your division, isn't it?
It,
And you don't like the amount of dodge Itchin has, and you haven't got enough
I
tackle.
don't know. I've only got one. I have got a diving tackle guy. I did try and sell him in the off season, but no one would buy him.
Thank you, Nam2. That's exactly what I said. The Orcs could just stall for a 0-0 and keep the Wizard for the second half. If I ask and he's here, there we go. If Sebo says yes, it asks Bevan if Davo can stand, and he says yes, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. Tomorrow, I don't know. Someone posted something into the calendar, didn't they? Some girl or other, I reckon it was. So unfortunately, I'm busy tomorrow night. If you reschedule it, however.
Alright, so it's Itchin's turn. Let's just spin the pitch to look at it from Itchin's point of view. Oh, I quite like this play.
He's going to throw it, isn't he?
That's what it looks like from that opening block, doesn't it?
Yep.
Get the score.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing against a wizard, having the score is a sensible thing to put on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's to stop having to throw someone's head.
Wrestle works very nicely here. That works even better.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to
Obviously
see the agility 4-piece coming up and passing it to the chap here with catch. Obviously, Bretonian Blitzers all start with catch. So
that's an interesting.
say what?
Interesting follow-up. He's in the way. He's just made the throw a 3+. Oh no, he can get it from there. Never mind.
Yeah. We'll do it from there. So, Kislevs, Andy.
Oh wow. I will be playing those at some point. I will be playing them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Absolutely.
I don't think they're the Power Gamers team.
I haven't seen the full roster because there was talk of some bear or something, which I assume is the Croxigor, and someone said that the roster was nearly the same. Well, nearly the same isn't the same. So, are they? Yeah, Slan looked great fun. The trick with Slan, in my opinion, is to not leap with them all over the place, but just to do selective leaps. Which might sound obvious, but people leap with them too much.
It's 4+ leaps, isn't it? A lot of the
Freeze.
time.
No,
because of the very long legs. Very long legs.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the agility 4 catchers who are strength 2 leap on a 2. Everyone else leaps on a 3. So it's war dancers, and you don't see war dancers leaping all over the place all the time. He's gone and stood it in the wrong place.
Perfect. Look at that. I'm telling you, every week I tell you this. Passing play is what can go wrong. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Close-up block there. Right. So, do you go for the score here? I suppose you do, don't you?
Well, I would walk down the field and make the first one and then see what happens.
There he goes. Down he goes.
He's got a re-roll though, hasn't he?
1 in 36 failure. 1 in 36 failure. And there's the touchdown. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Bushranger. Good to have you with us from down under. Bob says, why wouldn't you leap with everything, Andy? Shame on you.
Has anyone got a link to the Kislev Acrobats team? It'd be very interesting to actually look at the team and see whether it is identical or whether it's just very similar.
I don't think the roster's been released.
Oh, is it not? Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I've not seen it. I wait to be corrected on that. I know there is a Kislev team on Fumble, which is nothing like a Slan team. So, does have the doesn't have the bear big guy. It has werebears, so it's not going to be anything like that. So. Yeah, there's nothing out there. So unless there's been something announced on the forums, no. The jump up blitzers are interesting. They are expensive. Sorry. Let me move the screen so we can actually see what's being set up here. So, unfortunately, the Orcs did not hold out. So this is looking pretty nice for the Kislevs at the moment. They've got a deep roster. Apothecary has gone.
Well, actually, you say that if the Orcs manage to score, then they're going to the end of the half 1-1, which would be no different than them having to score halfway through the half and then just being scored back on, and then they've got the wizard in the second half to try and break the drive and win 2-1. So, if they can score, this is nowhere near done. If they don't score, much more challenging.
Whilst we're talking about the Kislev teams, I think what we'll do is we'll just have a quick look at the Slan roster itself, because as has been announced, that's kind of what they're based on. So the Slan roster consists of... Oh, hang on, I haven't got it there. I'll bring it up. So the Slan roster, obviously you've mentioned the Crocsagore, and everyone is familiar with the Crocs. Slan are like the Space Frogs. But then there are three other types of player. Obviously the linemen, the 0 to 16 piece, and the catchers and the blitzers, which are both 0 to 4. Do you remember the roster, Andy, at all?
Yeah, the line frogs are a human lineman with very long legs and leap. So 6'3", 3'8", leap, long legs. The catchers are 8'2", 4'7", I think.
1 second, Andy. 1 second. We're looking at the match. We've now got a bribe. Who does the bribe help more? Got to be the Orcs, hasn't it?
Helps anyone who uses it weirdly in this matchup, because in this drive the Orcs probably can't afford to bunch up and just foul things.
Yeah.
But if they can, with the apothecary gone, any red crosses are guaranteed to be gone. However, if the Orcs have only got 11 players, playing against a bribe, if the Bretonnians are smart and can just pick one off and then gang foul it, that could really hurt.
Oh, it does open up the Goblin and the Thrower, of course, because that Thrower is a tasty target with the AV8 as well to the foul. So I suppose it favours both teams. So there's the bribe for both sides.
Waldorf's just corrected me on the use of catches. It's not 8-2-4-7, it's 7-2-4-7.
Well, we can go back to it now. Go back to the Slan roster. So you'd covered the lineman, 6'3", 3'8", very long legs and leap, and then normal, and then on double was agility, strength and passing. And then the catchers, as Waldorf has put in the post there, movement 7, strength 2, 4 agility, 7 armour value. They have diving catch, which is +1 catch, which is useful if they're in a tackle zone. And then they can leap out on a 2+. So offence is a thing with the Slan team, I think it's fair to say. A very, very, very good thing. Except they've got nobody to throw the ball. So, but the catchers are pretty good. And then the blitzers, so the catchers are 80k, linemen are 60k. Re-rolls on the Slan team are actually only 50k, which is very nice. And then the blitzers, Andy, do you recall the blitzer stats?
I think they're the same as human blitzers, which 7, 3, 3, 8. But then they've got an odd set of skills: jump up, diving, tackle, leap, long legs.
Yeah. No block, of course.
They're the only blitzers in the game without block, I believe.
Yeah, you can link the roster in chat, Nam2, if you wish. I don't have a problem with that. Just give them pass block and let the other team throw the ball. Yeah, it's a defensive strategy. Because obviously you can't use safe throw against the very long legs, so they're a high elves nightmare. they're a fine orcs nightmare. There we go, another deep kick. Does Itchen have kick on his team? He must do.
He does,
has,
yeah. And
that's why the kicks keep continually going deep. And that's the right strategy. And what that orc thrower really needs is kick-off return. And it's just... That's his whole team again. So again, he's got an orc thrower incredibly, incredibly deep. And there's going to be some pressure now, I suspect. Especially as the troll's now gone stupid. I mean, clear this blitzer out of the way here, number 7, Subtract, who's the one to the right as we look of the troll. Block him out of the way and you can run straight past the troll and get 5 or 6 players in the orc backfield, and the orcs are in all sorts of trouble. It's not a good situation.
No.
This is a good example of Itchen making an absolute best use of the kick skill. So that's fine. So that gives you your assist against this blitzer, and that does 2 things. You can block that blitzer out of the way. It doesn't even matter if you get the push. You just push him sideways, and he's still in the tackle zone against that Bretonian lineman, and then you just run half a dozen people through the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can get 5 through comfortably.
And potentially this blocker could make a dodge. He's not going to. He's going to hit the goblin while he's got the chance. So there we go.
Yeah.
He's followed that up though. Why would you follow that up?
Don't know. I wouldn't have followed it up, and then
I suppose he's only got he's only got one more point of movement though, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Oh yeah, he would have only had one more point of movement. So now you flood the backfield, I assume.
Yeah, 2 or 3 through, I think. I wouldn't go nuts because you need to preserve. That thrower can throw the ball.
True.
He's very adept at throwing. So,
Yeah, he does have the agility 4. Yeah.
yeah, be wary of that. Respect the thrower.
Noam 2 asks the question, Andy. There, do Nurgle need kickoff return?
No.
I'm sorry, am I boring you?
No. No, I don't think they do because you've got 4 pestigors. The skill slots on the pestigors should normally be fine because you movement 6, you can stand in the very centre of the pitch and you can get to anywhere in your side of the field on your first turn. The problem with the Orc Thrower is the Orc Thrower is movement 5, and in this particular matchup, he is having to go and collect the ball that's been kicked into a corner. The bounces have both been pretty bad in terms of they've not come forwards, they've gone backwards. So he's having to spend a turn and a half just getting back to where he was. Nurgle are less prone to this.
And they're less prone to it because of their big guy, I think, the tentacles.
Yeah.
If you look back at seasons 25 and 27, no, it was last season, 26 and previous, and just check out Hon's Mighty Muffin arrangers of fairly decent builds for Nurgle. So, good evening, Prees. How did your first match of the season go, Prees? We wait to hear from you. Hope it was a good one.
Yeah, I was just about to say he played the defending champions. So it'll be interesting to see what the result for that one.
That's in Prem West as well, of course. So
Prem East. He's not.
That's Prem East,
in my division.
Of course it was, yeah. Oh, so you don't get to play against the defending champion or the runner-up, Andy?
No, I don't know.
Jimmy, of course, has re-rolled. He's waiting for... How can we check previous team builds from earlier seasons? So if you go into the UKBBL website, go to stats and stuff, which is in the orange writing at the top, and then you've got a list of all the seasons, and you just choose one of the seasons from the leaderboards across the top, the chalk stuff, and just choose the season that you want. So, in fact, if I bring it up, hang on, monitor, there we go.
Oh.
So, just on this page, which is here, stats and stuff, and then you can choose from these numbers here. 25 is a good example. You won season 25, didn't you, Andy? So there, I'll slap my pitch up. There's Premiership East, and here's the Mighty Muffin Rangers. Oh look, I was second that season in Prem West. You knocked me out in the playoffs, Andy, you swine.
Hey.
Yeah, only because my goblin failed a catch, and you know it. But anyway.
I don't remember that. Just remember winning.
You don't remember that. You bloody do remember that, you cheeky bastard. The Weight Tricks. How was your first game of the season? Oh, Hippie won 2-0 today. The Priest came out with the Mighty Blow Witch off the other end. Nice.
Nice. I'd have gone Juggernaut, but yeah, nice.
The Weight Tricks got a 1-1. Goblin ended up as Troll Chow. Oh, that's okay. That's the best way for a Goblin to go. I had a beautiful Agility 4 Superstar Goblin. Oh, and there's a both down.
You got Wrestle? No.
No.
He's going to struggle to get this ball safe again.
He's in trouble.
He's going to have. He's going to have to throw. He can't knock a police down. He's been a little unlucky because that's a bunch of blocks he's thrown and none of them have gone down.
He's got. Well, he's going to have to hand off here, isn't he? Has he blitzed yet? He hasn't. Oh, he has as well.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have to go to the. I would give it to the blodging blitzer, and hope that Itchin can't knock me down on an open star.
Itchin has not got any tackle pieces in the area.
Oh no, no, yeah, he has from where I was thinking of putting it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
This one's here. Look. And the other obvious thing here is it's not that difficult for a Bretonian team to move a Black Hawk out of the way because of the Dauntless skill that the Blitzers have. So
yeah, this could be 2-0 before the end of the half. And Itchin will go top because no one's won 2-0 this week.
Oh, Glaive Master. Let's have a moment's silence for Glaive Master's Adge boosted Dodge Bretonian Blitzer who died to a violent dwarf today.
That's not cool.
It's pretty sad. Sad times. Well, yeah, I totally agree with that, actually, Breeze. Division D, Group D, is a fairly safe place because of the lack of any chaos pieces. He's having a real think about this, isn't it? I think he's at a bit of a loss what to do, if I'm absolutely honest.
You've got to give it to the blodging blitzer. What I would do, give it to the blodging blitzer, and go and stand in the sort of the 3-point cage you've got built directly in front of the blitzer, and the goblin comes around and sort of performs a screen. The downside is that you can move most of those screen cage
Failed the catch
out.
Big reroll now. Double failure, and that's quite possibly game.
Yeah, he's going to struggle to get out of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only thing in his favour is it's not the easiest thing to get 2 dice on.
Oh, Gavier's stream's not right.
Alright, hang on a sec. I will sort that out. It's because I did that. There we go. It's back to normal now. Sorry about that. We were still viewing my monitor rather than the actual game. So, back to normal. Normal service has... Good evening, Bearded Oath.
Good evening. We've got an awful lot of people in there tonight. That's very good.
Yes, Waldorf, if you want to submit your tabletop team, it never shuts down. The UKBBL tabletop email address is open for business. You can start submitting your teams. Interesting rule set for the tabletop. A little bit of a combination of some of the new changes to Blood Bowl 2016. And of course, we've mixed it up with the human catcher allowed to have armor value 8 because we are a cyanide league. So the human catcher is allowed armor value 8 in the next tabletop tournament.
That's an odd choice of move from Mitchin because he could have blitzed the ball. He could have blitzed to get the ball safe, and he's chose to use the spare piece that he had to go and tie up something. That's very odd.
Don't know.
Because you put one piece against the thrower. One of the blitzers can go around and then provide the assist against the bludgeoning piece, and then you blitz the bludgeoning piece on 2 dice, and you can go and dodge out and pick it up. if you so wish.
There's the Dauntless. Kicking in. Yeah, I suppose.
I don't think we might see a foul here.
Bit of a big call, isn't it? Do a foul in this situation?
He's not playing his turn out like I would have done, but I can see a foul maybe. Because I would have stood. If you're going to do that, you should have stood, not followed the block up, and then your blitz can be against the mighty blow tackle blitzer, bringing the agility 4 guy through.
Yeah. Maybe that's the play. I'll over 3 pluses. 4 3 pluses. 3 plus, 3 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus to pick up the ball, 2 plus, throw, touchdown. That works for me.
It's through tackle. He's made it harder because it's through tackle.
It doesn't have to go through tackle. You come this way around. You come diagonally backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 go for it as well then. It's just a few more dice. It's just a few more dice.
Just more dice, huh?
Yeah, I don't see the optimal play here. It has gone. Or we can pick it up with his sure hands piece, which is, of course, the percentage play. How did we miss that?
Wow.
That was the percentage play. I just didn't see it was the sure hands piece. This is why Itchin is a champion, Andy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
There we go, viewers. We have 2-0. And there you go. I didn't expect him to run it in there. I thought there would be a little bit of stalling, but of course the wizard comes into play, so let's score the touchdown. Well played, Itchin Masak. So, early Premiership West leaders. It's a nice touch, isn't it, with the Legendary Edition, having new cheerleaders as well. New cheerleader models, and a new stadium, the Kemry Stadium, which can't wait to see them all. Which star player are you most excited to see in Legendary Edition, Andy?
She's already in, Roxy.
You know what I mean. Oh, and Bastion. Oh, that's huge. Bastion, the Blitzer.
He's only stunned.
You took a rock to the face last night with one of your Chaos Warriors, didn't you?
I did, yeah. He's badly hurt, which was really helpful. That was really helpful. That was. Just a point on this setup here, right? We've had this. This is the 3rd time this half we've seen this. Now he's got a mighty blow piling on blitzer. The guy in the middle doesn't have fence. Would it not be better to put the mighty blow piling on guy against the blocker that hasn't got fend, and then put the troll against one of the fending ones? Just saying.
Aye. There is that. Yeah, sorry, back to my question, Andy. Which star player are you most excited to see?
I'm looking forward to seeing any of the chainsaws, which might seem odd. This is literally are we watching a replay? This is exactly what happened last time. Look, the pieces are in exactly the same places. The guy has run out of movement and can't move. No, it's chainsaws. The chainsaws will help the lower teams while buffing the. Well, yeah, they'll help the lower teams.
I am. This is not because I think he's a tactically decent star player. This is just because I just think it'd be funny to see what they do with his model. Rashak Backstabber.
Who's that?
He is a Chaos Dwarf star player.
Rashak Backstabber. Is he new?
No, he's not new. He's been around for donkey's years. He never gets picked because he's a hobgoblin. 7-3-3-7 dodge, sidestep, sneaky get, and stab. How much do you think that costs?
120, 140. But he's not. But it's loads more. That's why he never gets picked.
It's a lot more than 140. It's 200. Oh, he's 7.337, so he's got a movement boost as well.
7337. 7337. So he's a ghoul with dodge.
Oh,
so he's a ghoul.
there's a death.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, it's got
it's
no
just
skills.
alignment.
Doesn't count.
It's a -1 movement piece. Yeah, he's a ghoul with dodge. Well, he is a ghoul with sidestep, sneaky, get and stab. That's what he is.
So he's shit. Okay.
I just want to see the model. He's not very good at all. The player that I want more than any other is obviously dear old Scrapper. Scrapper Sorehead. The guy is a legend.
Oh dear. Poopad's just said there, Mr. Dribble start with the correct stadium is only 10k each game.
That is true.
Well, he's 10k each home game. He's
That
not
is true.
10k each game.
That is a very good player. Bomber Dribble Snot. You know, Scrapper Sorehead for 100k. That's fairly decent. Willow Rosebark for 100k. That's not bad. Strength 5 4-piece. Wilhelm Cheney for 190. What's not to like? Ugroth Bolgrot for 50k.
What's the chainsaw for Skaven? How much does he cost? Because he's not particularly expensive. Not chainsaw. Ball and chain.
Fez Glitch.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Fez Glitch is... He'll be 50k.
3 turnos for 10k seems expensive. Lol, Robbo.
To be fair, I think I'm going to be going into Cyanide forums and actually saying that a slight change to the fan favourite inducement, or Nuffle's Altar, isn't it? That's the one that gives you this. Make it 20% of the value of the star player up to a maximum of 50k. So someone like Bomber Dribble Snot, 20k of that, and you round up to the nearest 10,000. So 20k of Bomber Dribble Snot's cost is actually 12k, so you round down, so it'd only be 10k off on Bomber Dribble Snot, making him 50k. The other way you can do it is to actually cap it that no star player can cost less than 50k. That's the other way around it.
Yeah, because when goblins come in, I would imagine a lot of their star players are very cheap, aren't they? So,
well, Scrapper's 150, and he's a middle kind of level one. Fungus the Loon is 80k, so he's movement 4, strength 7, and he's got Mighty Blow as well. So he is pretty tasty. Dice are leaving itches now, aren't they?
Once he's 2-0 up, he's being greedy and trying for a third. I was wondering if he was going to fail actually, since he's got the bribe. Because he could get a 4-assist foul. He's not followed up. So
who else? Who else can this goblins have? Bomber Dribble Snot. What's Nobbler Blackwort? He won't be that. He's 130, so you can get the Chainsaw star player who's got Blodge, which makes him very tidy. He's got Blodge and obviously the other Chainsaw secret weapon, Shizzle. So you could buy him for 80k. And Waldorf. Go on then, Waldorf, as you've submitted your roster. What race are you taking? Let me guess, it's your Imperial Halflings, isn't it? Yeah, I know Willow's in the game already. Willow, it's just the price that's so attractive about Willow. Strength 4-piece for 100k. So. I like Ripper. Ripper's in as well.
Grab's a massively underused skill. Oh, are we going to see a thrown goblin for 2-1?
There's one go for it. 3+ for the...
Oh, there's 2 pieces blocking the troll.
No, there's
there
only
isn't.
one.
There's
There's only one.
One.
So it's a 3+. Sorry, a 2+ to get next to the goblin. A 3+ to hand it off to the goblin. You've then got a block. 3, 4, 5. He's going to get the 3 dice block on this fend piece. The problem he's got though if this handoff fails, this could be 3-0 at the half.
He's gone back to not knocking things over. To be honest, it's highly overrated.
Knocking things over.
Yeah, I couldn't do it last night. Well, not in the first half, anyway.
The sensible play here is to put a couple of pieces on this blitzer. I think you've got to get this lineman. Oh, there we go. There we go, as if by magic. Seek and you shall find.
Well, he's just reminding us he can actually play.
Didn't need to do that on the other side because he can't score. So I suppose
just why not?
Well, I suppose if that's the player that goes and retrieves the ball, if the handoff fails, I suppose it's not that bad, is it? That is the agility 4-piece. Unfortunately, that's not the tackle piece marking him. So once again, tackle piece is busy lying down having a snooze, stunned. Optimal here would be to actually get this line. This is a loner line, or there's no rerolls left here. It depends. I suppose at this stage of the game, when you're 2-0 down, you need to get the score. I mean, this one-turn play pays off. You could still get the 2-2. He's got the wizard in play still. He's going for a foul. That. Wow.
He's got a bribe. He has got a bribe. Let's remember he's got a bribe.
Yeah, forgot about the bribe. So there's go for it. Hand off 3+.
I'd have thrown it if he's got to make a go for it.
No, because you can only throw it once. You can't throw the teammate and do the throw.
That's why I don't have a goblin.
Yeah. So activate the troll 2+, then really hungry 2+. Throw the ball, throw the goblin 3+. Land 4+. Then scatters, hope you get lucky. Or the goblin can run.
Or they could just run the goblin.
Why?
Well, can you not run? No, I don't know.
Last turn. This is his last turn. He's just made a hash. This is his last turn. All he's done now is put that goblin somewhere where he can get broken.
I'm going to guess that was a misclick. Look at where he's ran it to. That's probably a misclick.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's got to be a misclick. Got to be.
Yeah.
And he's complaining about it because he hasn't. Yeah.
Oh, and it's an interception.
Oh, dear. Well, the dice are trying to do you over. They do you over, don't they?
Oh dear.
That levelled that guy up.
He
no, it didn't.
He could. No, Amson's quite right there. He could have actually 1, 2, 3, 4 done one go for it and attempted the thrown goblin into the end zone and hope for a decent scatter. He could have done. He's absolutely right. Oh, Bob, I throw teammate all the time. I scored a throw teammate at the York team event as well. Got me my first result of the tournament after a dreadful first day. Saved all the dice for the last turn of the game of match 3, but there you go. So yeah, I mean the absolute top thing in the announcement from Legendary Edition for me was the announcement that pass will now be optional. Thank God for that. Closely followed by, and I can't understate how important this is the ability for us to seed teams now for UKBBL, especially with home field advantage. That's a huge thing. So,
are there any changes coming out over the next week or so, Gav?
Yes.
Is the seeding change coming out? Is that part of a?
I can't say what's coming in the Kemry Karsdorf patch, other than Kemry and Karsdorf will be here next week. Oh, he's fouled his catch. That would have been 3-0 as well.
Indeed. Well, I think maybe that was fair because he clearly did the misclick. So being 3-0 down would have been quite upsetting.
Yeah.
But he's got to break the Bretonian drive twice, which is quite an ask considering he didn't score on his own drive twice.
Well, it just turned him over twice. So there we go. In answer to the question at the start of the first half, Itchen must have picked up a re-roll on the kickoff table because he's only actually got 4. So.
Okay. Is 4 still a little high with Bretonians? What's the re-roll cost on Bretonian roster?
Bretonian is 60, I believe. For those of you that are submitting your rosters for the next TT, there is Little Army Designer, bless its little heart, has had an update recently, and it accommodates practically any roster you can name, Andy, now.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Including Khorne, Blood Bowl 2 humans, which is the one that we're using at the roster at the team event, at the tabletop. Khorne from Blood Bowl Chaos Edition, Bretonians from Blood Bowl 20, Blood Bowl 2, which is the ones that we use. And then it also includes Blood Bowl 2016 box set Skaven with Weeping Daggers, so on and so forth, whatever they're called. So yeah, it's very good. It includes also the Little Army Designer website. It's www.littlearmydesigner.com. I'll link it in the chat. We'd love to have you at a tabletop event, Bushranger, but it'd be quite expensive. That's Little Army Designer. You can actually make an account, it's free, and then you can build your rosters to your heart's content. It has all the inducements. You can build the tournament set, you can put in the gold crowns that you want to use, you can put in the star player builds that you want. I mean, the only thing you have to do is count for our current tournament is the 48 star player point build, and you can save rosters that you've used. So in 2 or 3 years time, if you've been to a few tournament events and you want to see which roster you took to that particular event, you can actually bring it up and see how you played and how you performed with that roster. It's actually quite a nice touch, I think.
I might start using that.
It's very good. I'm really quite impressed with it. So you can even individually name your players, and when you actually print out the roster ready for the event, or you can save it to PDF as well for email, it actually prints out a back sheet with all the skills that you're using as a quick reference guide for skills that are in your roster. It's actually quite good.
Gav, I've just realised there's only 2 Blackhawks on the field.
Yeah.
Only you generally do that. Where are the rest of them?
It's a good question. I mean, to be fair to Vulture Squadron, this is a TV 1000 starting Orc build if your name's Gavin. This is exactly the starting build I have. No, not quite. It's not quite. You can't, with this starting build, you have to exchange one of the blitzers for a lineman. So it's a 3 blitzer, 2 black orc, troll, thrower, goblin, 3 rerolls. Yeah, it's not typical. It's interesting to see what Vulture Squadron had last season. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. Throw a rock. Oh, and that's on an orc this time. Oh, and he's injured.
Is that the loner?
It is the loner.
That won't be coming back then.
Serious concussion then.
Let's just hope he doesn't steal the MVP. This reminded me a lot of what my human game. It really didn't go very well in the first half, and then luckily the humans, I was 1-0 up. The humans decided to not play for the draw. They scored, and then I scored their winner, which was nice.
You plan to take Farron and come to a TT event at the end of the year. Already started to collect money and cigarettes. Nice, that'd be great to see you both, Sabo. If you fly into Heathrow, let us know, and we could probably sort something out for you. If you fly closer to York, then I'm sure we can sort something out for there as well. We're a friendly bunch. The next tabletop is likely to be in October sometime. So.
Yep. We have people who have fetched. We've had someone who lived in Bolton and fetched someone from London and then drove back from London to Nottingham. That was a 6-hour or 7-hour round trip, I believe.
Good old verbal.
Yep.
Just to pick up a couple of Swedes as well. I don't know.
If Bevan had come, that'd be great. I'd fetch you all from the airport.
The more you're. I mean, it'll be. To be honest, in October it might be your last chance to get over here, because then we'll leave the Eurozone. So then you'll have to get green cards and stuff like that to get into the UK. So probably charge of admission or something like that. Who knows? But let's not go political. This is going to be a hatful for this Britannia team now, isn't it, Andy? It's looking particularly nice for them in this situation. Do you start piling on the pain with fouls?
Yeah.
I think you do.
I'd even. Do you know what else I'd be doing? I'd be throwing the ball. I'd be looking at pieces and just throwing the ball. Vanity passes, because why not?
Here's a foul. Here's the first of those fouls. It's like we're calling it now. There we go.
The reason you throw the fouls is because...
And that was a stun.
If you can limit the amount of damage, incoming damage, it's not about doing damage, it's about limiting incoming damage. So I would definitely be fouling.
Yeah, absolutely. At the Waitrix, don't worry. If you don't have to get a team. There are plenty of coaches in the UKBBL who will happily lend teams to people. Several of the guys that own teams now, when they first started coming to tournaments, didn't own their own team. In fact, Andy, I think you were one of them, weren't you?
Yeah, I came to the first. I think the first 2 or 3 I didn't even have a team.
Yeah.
I've now got 4 or 5 different teams. So, I happily would lend teams to people. And in the first 2 or 3 tournaments, I think I decided what I wanted to play, and then asked to see if I could borrow it. I didn't even consider not having the miniatures, and I was really lucky that people lent me teams.
Yeah.
So
so not having a tabletop team is not a problem at all. It's something that we're very, very good at accommodating. Charlie Banks owns an awful lot. I own an awful lot, and even people like Andy now have built up a collection of 3 or 4 teams. And when you multiply that by even at the smallest TT of 16 coaches, that's 16 times 4 spare teams. So there's plenty of spare teams out there. So absolutely great. When's Eurobowl, Pid?
I can guarantee you it won't collide with Eurobowl, because I'll be at Eurobowl. So we'll move it, won't we, Gav?
When is Eurobowl?
I don't know. I think the Portuguese have finally bothered to let us know when it actually is. Pid, have you got the date?
That'd be great, the Waitrix. Absolutely great. I mean, people have travelled from quite a way away. We've had people from Finland. We've had people come from France. There's another injury. And that's a broken jaw. So whoever's up against the Wayward Knights in the next game, Itchen will be down a blocker. It's only a rookie blocker, but down a blocker nevertheless.
20th of October. I suspect in that case, then we will look at moving it so it's not in October.
To be fair, that's my
forward.
daughter's birthday anyway, so it's usually earlier than that. It's usually very early October, or even late September is where we're looking at. So
you might do a September one then, maybe. It'll go out. It'll get a poll. If you guys all who go to the Eurobowl vote, then it won't be in Eurobowl territory.
You'd rather go to Portugal than come to sunny England in September, Andy. It's an outrage.
I want to go both. I live a mile away from the Nottingham one, so yeah.
Are you going to find us a new restaurant this time, by the way? We're not going to that curry house again that's like 16 miles away.
Yeah, alright, and my mission between now and then will be to find us a new curry house.
Brilliant. Robbo, I guarantee that we will not be having the UKBBL tournament in October, on the 20th of October, because that is my middle daughter's birthday, so that's off the cards anyway. It won't even be an option. Plus it's half term in the UK, and we never ever do a tournament over half term weeks. I did it once. It causes too much problems, so that won't be happening. So.
Glaive Master, the word egregious, brilliant. Don't know. Yes, do it.
Sorry, who are you answering?
Glaive Master there.
Yeah.
Just use a word that we don't ever see. Brilliant. Brilliant use of English language.
It's perfectly acceptable, Glaive Master, to do that, as long as the miniatures that you use represent or are very easily identifiable, then it's fine. I would advocate that you cut off their weapons, though.
Yeah, they've also got to be appropriately sized. There's no point having a Chaos Warrior that's 12 inches high because it won't fit on the board. So, yes.
Right, so where is the ball now? Oh, we're getting more fouls. The problem is, Vulture Squadron, you're fouling. Oh dear, there's the bribe gone. And it didn't work. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Get off, you little goblin. Although at this stage of a match, if you're playing the Orcs and it's going badly, the goblin getting sent off isn't such a problem. This is now, let's not get anyone injured kind of territory, because there's no way back for the Orcs now, is there?
No, this is basically done.
Yeah. And with that in mind, we'll watch Itchen finish this turn, and we'll have a look and see what else is out there. So congratulations to Itchen on this match day 1 victory against. We're calling it now. I think it'll be shocking to see the Orcs get back in this, and I don't think they will.
I think that the only thing now is that both teams just want to probably avoid injuries, I would imagine.
Yeah, and choosing the right player to score with, isn't it? So.
Yes. That would be my major concern now, or my major thoughts are make sure I can find someone I want to score with.
Yes, that's the curry house, Pidpad, the curry house in the cellar. That one. That's exactly the one.
That's a good curry house.
We're not saying it's not a good curry house, it's just too far away from where we have the UKBBL team event, tournament.
It's not that far.
Oh, it's a pain, especially the ridiculous man that says, "Oh, follow me!" Well, yeah, it's like following Michael Schumacher. Well, not now, obviously. But.
I was going to say, he's a bit slower now, I think.
Do you know, I have to ask, right, because that's exactly the reaction, Pidpad, that Alessa's had. He had no idea what he was eating in that curry house. Do you not have curry in the northern European countries? What do you want me to post again, Sabo? What I'm not sure which one you're asking about. But was it this one? That's the roster builder. We don't. You don't have as many Indians living in Scandinavia. You don't find. Okay, fine.
They don't like the cold weather. Now I'm going to be a little quieter for the next few minutes as my dinner has just turned up.
What are you having?
A gammon joint that's been cooking for about the last 2.5 hours.
Gammon
some
joint?
beans and some potatoes.
Nice.
Honey roasted gammon joint as well.
That sounds delicious.
It's incredible. Yeah, it is.
Congratulations to Itchen. Right, let's see what else is happening in the UKBBL at the moment. There's so many games happening in Blood Bowl nowadays. So we've got Grimm's Kingdom versus Waleed's Let's Do It. And
Why don't we watch that? Let's watch that.
But we've got a Nurgle team, Andy. FC Nurgleberg playing against Marvel Boys.
Nah. Let's watch Waleed's game. It'll be fun.
Okay.
It must be some shocking dice because he's losing.
So this is a Chaos Mirror match. What have you brought us to, Andy? Warboss Zodgrods playing Waleed here. Which division is this? I'm going to have to look this one up. Let me bring that up.
Turn 10.
Turn 10. Who's in possession here? So it's Waleed in possession. So it looks like it's gone with serve in the first half. Which division is this? God, I'm going to have to look up, find out for everyone. The easiest way to do that is to open up the trusty UKBBL spreadsheet.
Yes, because as everyone hasn't played their first match day yet, you can't look it up on the divisions.
That's right.
There's an interesting Chaos Beastman we've got here. With Mighty Blow and Piling On as his first two skills. No block. We don't need block. Just Mighty Blow, Piling On.
New division. Division L. This is in Division L. 1640 TV is Waleed's Chaos team. After Season 1. And this is against Warboss Zodgrods 1340. So this was a 300 TV swing. Allowing for any special stuff. Don Quixote, it's another Minotaur there, Andy. He's
got claw.
He's skilled up. Oh, he does have claw. And this is Waleed has had Sergeant Harry Palmer killed and Oberst Kurt Steiner injured. So Waleed's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players left. There's 0 casualties in return. I'm wondering if the it's not been damage caused by the Minotaur though, because he's only on 7 SPPs. So
maybe the Mighty Blow Piling On guy.
why would you build a Mighty Blow Piling On piece, Andy? That's just mean.
I wouldn't.
You've never built a Mighty Blow Piling On piece?
Not as their first two skills on a Beastman, no.
Curry houses are rare in Northern Europe, are they? Fair enough. We'll have to make a change of that. You don't know what you're missing out on.
It's a niche market. I could go over to Sweden and just open my own curry house.
Curries are nice, aren't they, Andy? Tell these heathens in Europe.
At Namanto, Mighty Blow Piling On, or Mighty Blow Claw. Here's a question for the viewers: which is more effective at breaking armor consistently? Mighty Blow Piling On or Mighty Blow Claw against armor 8 opponents? I have got the answer.
Hang on. Which is more effective at breaking armor regularly?
Sorry, pitch removal. Sorry, rephrase the question.
Pitch removal. Okay, pitch removal is different to armor because
Yeah,
armor is clearly claw mighty blow.
Yep. So
pitch removal.
MB Claw for a pitch removal, or MB Piling On. Specifically against armor 8.
I'm not even going to try to answer that, Andy, because I'm not a fan of piling on. Not because I'm anti-piling on. Don't get. I'm not saying I hate teams that take piling on. I understand its use. I'm just not very good at utilising it, is what I'm saying here. So that's why I'm not even going to pass a comment on it. It's just my ineptitude with the piling on skill.
The answer is it's actually Mighty Blow and Piling On, but You have to pile on absolutely every single block, and they are within half of 1% of one another, as the same effectiveness. So
only if you pile on all the
only if you
time.
pile on all the time. Yep.
So what you're saying is, if
So
you
it's
fail
claw.
armor, you pile on, you'll break armor more often.
Yep.
And if you do break the armor and you fail the injury, you pile on regardless. Then, so that you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Optimal pile-ons. Right. Okay. And that is slightly more optimal by less than 0.5%.
Yep.
Wow.
So claw mighty blow, just as a pairing, is better because you don't have to use piling on all the time.
Yeah. Specifically against AV8 though.
Yeah. Against armor 7, obviously mighty blow piling on beats mighty blow claw, because claw does nothing.
Yeah.
And against armor 9, claw mighty blow does massively more than mighty blow piling on.
So it depends what's in
The reason I looked, the reason I looked it up was because I went to the Welsh Open and wanted to see what mighty blow piling on and claw mighty blow were in comparison to one another. So I went and actually looked it up. The other thing people have to also appreciate is that if you've got claw mighty blow, you get quite a lot of stuns. And while stuns aren't picture removals, they are also very useful.
Wally's in a bit of trouble here, Andy.
Maybe we should analyse the situation. So
I'm going to spin around to Wally's perspective.
I don't think changing the camera anyway will ever get you to Wally's perspective on things, but you know, we can try.
Andy?
What? Okay, so what would I do here if I was Waleed?
I don't know, what would you do here in this situation? He's already blitzed.
Yeah, the fact that he's already blitzed is the problem.
I think what he's actually doing is probably the safe play. Actually, should bring some players back and get safe.
Yeah, I would take the ball diagonally back to the left after covering that beastman that's on its own.
There's the Minotaur's claws. There you can see them on his left arm. Oh, I also like the free camera that we're going to see in Blood Bowl Legendary Edition as well, Andy. Another little perk. Can I put on the skills for a moment? No problem at all. There we go. Do you know, actually, I have to say, actually, when I was...
Follow up. No, you should have followed that up.
When I was watching the games and the playoffs, and I saw that Jimmy has the skills on a lot of the time, I just don't like it. So apologies for the viewers that do watch Blood Bowl and play Blood Bowl with skills switched on all the time. It's not something that I do. I literally play my games as I watch them. So when I'm looking to find out what players they've got, I actually do click on the players individually. I liken it to asking my opponent, oh, what's he got? Rather than you telling me, I can just click on a player.
It's an odd place to put the ball carrier.
Good evening, Glass Boy. Glass Boy, if this is the first time you've watched the stream, it's good to have you. If you haven't joined up to the UKBBL yet, please do so. Oh, and there's a go for it failing. I remember Wally saying last week that he won't do the risky go for it anymore. Right, I'm going to turn the skills off now because I don't like them. I don't even have the grid on, actually. The coach names aren't showing. In what respect, please? The coach names will only show once your admin has validated them. So, as long as you've uploaded, you're in the group of death. I apologise, Glassboy. I've just not seen your name pop up. You must be a well-behaved coach. Which division are you in this season, Glassboy? In fact, I can tell you that. You probably already know. Oh, you Glasshammer. See, Glassboy's not the same as your Wood Elves. Free-range vegan hippies. I'm assuming you're Glasshammer in the UKBBL.
Oh, respect to him for playing Wood Elves. Excellent.
Oh, Kocher, is it? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna. It's not. He's not the same person. That's confusing.
Oh, he's playing Orcs. No, I don't like him anymore.
Dankest Green, 1480 Orc, Division C.
Oh, and a stun. Oh dear. Oh, he's just. I saw the skull on the little
Logo.
icon for.
And that's his sure hands piece as well. Is that a turnover then? That's the ball turned over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the ball turnover, yeah. The only thing in Waleed's favour here is that he can't get any support to that. Well, not realistically. The best he can do is he can take the Beastman on the far side and go and mark the Chaos Warrior that's got a block, making Waleed have to do a dodge. Yeah.
Well, this the piling on Mighty Blow one can come through that hole now as well. And then this one dodges. Now look at that. That's horrific. Well, that's not the dodge. I'd have placed him behind the Beastman.
Me too.
Because now it's a 3+ dodge to get a 2 dice on that ball carrier. Like that. Oh, that's worked alright. That's a stun as well. Oh, that's unfortunate, I think.
Waleed looked out a little bit there.
Do you think that's lucky?
The opponent.
I don't want my Chaos Warrior to catch that in that situation.
Oh, I do. Strength 4 block thing, yes please. I mean, he got the stun, so that guy can't get up and be annoying next turn. He caught the ball, and he made the 3+. However, the opponent should have made it so it wasn't a 3+ by moving the Beastman that he dodged out last into the correct square. But, ho-hum.
Yeah, I know. It's because I haven't started programming the coaches to link them into. This is at Prees, by the way. There's a process that big guys are supposed to do after the first upload of the season. And they never do it. I generally do all of the teams, and I just haven't done it yet because I was busy all weekend and what's the wrestle? I was busy all weekend and then streaming tonight, so it'll get sorted out.
Oh, is that why? So occasionally, some teams you mouse over them and you can't actually then see their team name
at the start of the season. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay.
It's a manual process, and the big guys always forget. To be fair to the big guys, because I'm not slating them, I don't remind them each season because it's just easier for me to sit there with Blood Bowl 2 open and do it after everyone's played match day 1. So it'll be alright by match day 2. It's not an automated process because it's linked into the Fluff-O-Matic, which Niag is working on at the moment.
Oh, is he back? Oh, that's nice of him.
The whole team's back. Chell's playing as well. Chell is back. Niag is back. So we've now got 3 website monkeys. So I know a lot of streamers, by the way, do ask for donations to the stream. I'm not going to do that. If you want to make a donation, please make the donation to the UKBBL website. You can do this by going onto the home page, which is just the forum page, the standard forum page, and just clicking on the PayPal button, which is here. Just click on it and it tells you to the PayPal. and that donation goes into keeping the Blood Bowl website up to date. We've had a few extra costs in the last year. The website has cost us over £200 to keep ticking over this year. So if you can make a donation, it would be much, much appreciated. Oh, another armour break.
Not sure I would be using the Minotaur quite that early on, but ho-hum. Here's a square that it's saying you probably can't afford to pile on.
And another armour break.
Oh, now I might be tempted here. I'd have to look at the pitch position, but I'd be very tempted.
Oh, we're piling on. Didn't work.
Didn't do it.
Oh, and there's a double skull. Oh, he's got away with it.
You can dodge out the... Well, in fact, you don't even need to dodge the Beastman out. You can just walk the one that's not got a block round. Yeah, I think this might well be up beyond Coach Waleed here.
Many, many thanks to everybody that has donated. It really is appreciated. You can even set up standing orders, direct debits, if you wish to. But nobody has to donate. But we will always ask to keep UKBBL ticking over.
Oh, did he just roll another double skulls? It looked like he did.
He did. In fact, it was a single skull.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Right, can Waleed salvage something in this game?
No.
It's not easy, is it?
Well, actually, here we go. So the play here is the Beastman that's marked by the Minotaur dodges out and blitzes the Chaos Warrior near the ball. If you can get a knockdown, then you can push it into the stunned player next to the ball, and then the Beastman that's got no skills can go and pick the ball up and run off and run forwards. And you might just be able to build a bit of a screen with the guy that's lying down. It might be a thing. Before you do any of that, though, I would block with the Chaos Warrior into the unskilled Beastman. Because if you can get... Yeah, he should have done the standard block first, because now that Chaos Warrior is stuck.
Ooh.
Oh, just badly hurt. It's all right.
Can't tell the teams apart. Pick something sensible. Right, well, this is Waleed's turn, Pid. Okay, Waleed's players are the ones with circles around them. It's that simple.
But the other ones have got squares around them.
No, they have not.
Is it triangles?
It's too late, Andy. You've already said you're very pleased with Legendary Edition. So. I got you to say that early on.
Shit.
One season it took them to get this game. And I am going to point this out, actually. This is how far Cyanide have come. Because in Blood Bowl 1, the original Blood Bowl 1, you were stuck with 9 teams until Season 6. Okay? We've had one season of Blood Bowl 2 to get to a stage where in the summer, which will be 2 seasons to be fair, look at that, Sandy. Passing play saves the day at the moment.
Nothing like being lucky, eh?
Did you see that, everyone?
Oh, there's a crazy blitz from the Mino though, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single, go for it. 2 dice on the ball.
There's a dodge there as well, isn't there?
Nope.
Yes, there is. How can the Minotaur get through?
Oh yeah, there's a dodge. Oh yeah. Always ruining my plans.
Just pointing out that, you know, you're human and make mistakes.
It is only a 4+. And at this stage, what else have you got to go for?
Well, you could get a couple of pieces up, and
Nah.
well, no, hang on. Yeah, okay. I'm just
So
wondering if you can knock this piece over, and the Mad Max, the Chaos Warrior, number 4, who's directly in 3 squares in front of the Minotaur. If you can knock him over.
2 dice uphill with the Beastman.
No, because you can get this Beastman right at the back here to come and support.
I suppose. But then no, because you need to fill it.
No, because you can block the Chaos Warrior over there against the Chaos Warrior and the Beastman, or you could just roll some dice. Right, so there's one hole. Still need to knock this piece over. And that's not actually that hard. Or you could just ignore going at all.
He's not. I think he's not ignoring it. I think he's going to go and put the Minotaur against the ball carrier.
You could have got the 2 dice block to clear him out of the way to allow the blitz from the Minotaur.
Nah, the Beastman that's not moved yet needs to go and stand 2 squares in front of the ball carrier.
Yes.
And then there's a Chaos Warrior in the other half, which hasn't moved yet. No, that's the wrong square. Although it's only two 3+s for Wally to get out of this. He hasn't got any rerolls, but it is possible.
So that Chaos Warrior that's just blocked that Beastman, if he'd blocked the Beastman below, then this Beastman could have come up and assist to knock this Chaos Warrior over, and then so could the one that was over here, and then he would have had a 2 dice block, a 2 dice blitz through with the Minotaur without any dodges. That's the play I was going to go for.
Just hitting things.
Right. So time for roll some dice, isn't it? Really.
It's 3+3+. Dodge out the Beastman that's against the sideline. Blitz the Beastman in front of the ball, and then the ball dodges out and scores. 2 3+s. That's it.
Do you know, I'm going to call it now. I think he's not going to see that, and I think he's going to try and blitz with the Chaos Warrior. Oh no, he's seen it. Oh, he did see it. I didn't think he'd see it. So that's the first 3+, and it worked, and he's got the knockdown.
So it was 3+3+, and to not hit a 1 in 9.
Yeah. So now it's just 3+, and then the 2+ to score. 3+, 3+, 2+. This will go for it, you need. Here he goes, there he goes. And there we go, 1-1. And time still to play. So we've got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Well played, Waleed. Well played, Waleed. Waleed did exactly what you said, Andy. Not just a pretty face.
Can the Zorgod boss god
Warboss Zodgod.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Can he run it in? He's playing against 9. I think he's still got 11. Yeah, 9 versus 11.
It's 10, isn't it? 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 against 9. It's 10 against 9, Andy. Where did you learn to count?
Yeah. That too.
I have to say, when a Minotaur, I mean that Minotaur's, from what I've seen, has had a fairly decent game. You know, when the Minotaur's on form in a Chaos Mirror match, that's a difference maker, isn't it?
Yep. Absolutely. I'm surprised actually Wally did not take more damage, in as much as if in a mirror match like this, when the team you're playing against has more damage output and they get to start, like the opening blocks were Mighty Blow, Claw hit, Mighty Blow piling on hit, Mighty Blow hit, you would expect something off a line of scrimmage maybe to disappear, and then it makes the next few turns easier and easier.
By the way, I do agree with Pidpad and Noam2 actually moving that Beastman up to get... I mean, the roles were the same, but actually the safer play would have been to blitz with the ball carrier to move away from the sideline to make the dodge failure, making the ball scatter off the pitch for Waleed's touchdown recently. Just move up that Beastman that dodged out initially and then blitz the Beastman out of the way with the ball carrier. Because it's still 3+3+2+. So yeah, 100% agree with Pidpad and Noam2 there.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a 3-turn attempt from... I'm going to switch the view so we look at it from Zodgrod's point of view.
It's a very deep defence from Waleed.
It's not a huge issue, in my opinion. A lot of failed KO rolls there, actually. An extra reroll for Waleed now as well. Both his KO pieces rolled ones. So. And I don't know if you noticed there in the dice log there, it was actually showing the +2 fame +1 cheerleader. That's from the recent patch.
Oh dear.
So just so everyone's aware,
oh dear.
Oh dear. That's a wrestle piece. Oh, he's using the APOF. I suppose it's late in the game. Why not?
51, that's armor bust, isn't it?
Niggle
oh,
with
Niggle.
Injury. Oh, that's not great either, is it? I think he's got to go for a wrestle piece.
Yeah.
So +2 fame showing in the logs now with the cheerleaders, so you can find out exactly what you got there. So there, +2 fame for Waleed as well in this game, by the way.
Wow.
You want an ogre team named the Brogers. If you want the Brogers, Bushranger, create a placeholder team and call it the Brogers. Otherwise it will get nicked. I know for a fact that T-Boy Schaefer nicked a ton of team names, including Apocalypse Drow for Dark Elves. Jimbo or Schaefer stole something for Kemri as well that was very good. Can't remember. So things like that, if you want the Brogers anyway, long and short of it, go and create a placeholder team and take the team name.
Wow, a handoff when the reroll's already gone. Wow.
Well, when you've got to move the ball quickly though.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown a block with the Chaos Warrior there when the Wino went silly. Furious even.
Why?
Because the next turn I can then hit with the Wino. Because now you haven't look at the position of those three pieces. That's shit. You're making Walid have to dodge out if he wants to use the piece. And next turn you can throw a block with him. Mal, that miner is just going to be furious again. And you've tied up your own Chaos Warrior. Previously, in my way of doing things, you've got the Chaos Warrior back. Now the right elf to score with here is the ball carrier.
So Andy, when are you going to re-roll back to Dark Elves like you know you should have done this season?
Probably next season. Not
Really?
next season, sorry. In BB2 LE. Especially if you can't take your teams across.
You can take your teams across.
I think I might meet soon. Not well. This year, probably. Probably.
I have to ask, how is your High Elf adventure going in the OCC? What's the update from them?
Won the division. Pid or Robbo can correct me here. I think it was the 7 games last season. I won all of them apart from one draw. So I think it was 6-1-0. 6-1-0. Not played this week yet. But now I'm looking forward to playing them. This week though, I've got to play against an American, and I'm not here over the weekend, so it might become an admin win because he won't be able to play at European time. But we'll see. Hopefully he can, because it's a high elf mirror match. I always think you should play in OCC, Gav.
Just don't have the time, Andy. I just don't have the time.
Notice here that the Chaos Warrior that was stood near the Furious Minotaur, although it has just gone Furious again, would have been quite useful here because that spare Chaos Warrior is literally he's one piece short.
Yeah. See, yeah. Having said that, he rolled a 1 for the wild animal anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh dear, he's got no rerolls left. This might end up 1-1 now. I'm not quite sure that blocking. What?
Well, the reason he's going there is because he's looking at this diagonal run through the middle.
But
1, 2, 3,
but
4, 5, 6. This is
But
what
the
he's
diagonal run's the worst possible thing to do.
I'm just saying what he's thinking. I'm not saying it's the best option, but that's where his head's gone. I mean, this relies on a ton of dice coming off, including a couple of 3+s.
Well, he's got to make a minimum of 1 go for it with the ball carrier because it's 13 squares. And
yeah,
oh,
drop
dear.
me a PM. The Matrix, definitely. There's a few people that have already sent me message. I've just dropped a dice on the floor. That's annoying. There we go. I'll find it in a minute. There are a few people that have dropped messages saying that they'll be interested in being on the show, so I'll definitely be in touch. There'll be a
Both
PM
down.
to join
Both
Andy and
down.
I. He didn't take the diagonal. I'm not sure why he's put that piece there, to be honest. There you go. That is a dodging beastman. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, diving tackle. That's what I think you should take.
What, on a double?
Or leap. Really weird first skill. Means you've got to feed him shitloads of touchdowns, but you can go leap, long legs, wrestle, tackle, and that's a war dancer with wrestle and tackle and horns.
And hopefully next week, folks, those of you that are watching, we'll have a Chaos Dwarf or a Khemri match for you next week on next week's stream. You never know. They will have arrived by this time next week. In fact, they arrive tomorrow. How exciting is that? Have you missed Nurgle, Andy? I know you have. You love playing a bit of Nurgle, don't you? Those Chaos teams had it all their own way for far too long. Let's bring in the Chorfs. Let's bring in the Nurgle. All the Claw teams can get well established before bringing the Amazons. That's what I'm hearing. Horrific. Oh, there's a double skull. Oh, and it's an armour break. That is a huge, huge armour break that we've just seen there, folks. That.
2-1 dices to save the draw. In fact, it's not. Yeah, it's 2-1 dices. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is there any justice in the world?
So who? Oh, this Chaos Warrior's got an option of being the scorer now. He's on 2-star player points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2 go for it for that Chaos Warrior to score.
Okay, so we could. These are all the options. We could blitz with a Minotaur into a Chaos Warrior that stood next to it, freeing up the Beastman, so you can have 2 dice. You could just blitz with a Beastman that's furthest forward, so you can try and free up the Chaos Warrior.
I tell you what,
I think
that Minotaur is saving War Boss Zodgrod from rolling a ton of 1s at the start of his turn. Namtu wants to send you a PM, Andy.
Yeah, sure.
Up some kind of grinder date. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for grinder dates on this stream.
Yes, you have to purchase Khemri and Chorfs, $6.99 a team, or $5.99 a team, something like that.
Or free when your name's Gav.
I work jolly hard.
Yeah.
I get all sorts of things thrown at me. Name calling. Report this, report that. Oh, come on, Wally. Stop thinking about it and roll some dice.
It's not. It's War Boss Zod Dudar.
That's what I meant.
At no point is I'm going to get his name right, by the way.
War Boss Dudar. Nice. It's $5.99 per team.
Bargain.
20 Phoenix.
£14. To be honest, I mean, people look at it and go, "Oh, it's 15 quid for the 2 teams." But if you think of it as a DLC, which no one has had to pay anything for this game since it came out, I think that's reasonable.
Well, I mean, how much do you spend on a tabletop team? It's a lot more than £7.
It is, but I get to keep them forever.
Oh no! Oh, he's pushed the Chaos Warrior slightly further forward.
That was reasonable, I suppose.
It would have been better with the knockdown, wouldn't it? But
Weird,
never mind.
yeah.
Now it's
Yeah, it's 4s.
it's handing it off in a tackle zone now.
4-3.
Fouled the catch. That's it. 1-1.
Oh well, 1-1.
I'm definitely getting Khemri, Bob, and you should definitely take Khemri, by the way, Bob and Yak, because you need to build the optimal passing Khemri team without throw Ras. Build a Tomb Guardian thrower.
Leaping Khemri.
Yeah, there you go, Leaping Khemri. Yeah, there's plenty of options for you. Right, thank you very much, Andy. It's been a good one tonight. We saw Inchin rise to the top of Prem West. I wonder what the final score in that one was. Should we have a look?
6. I think it's 6-0, I think.
It's 6-0. It wasn't 6-0. Right, let's have a look on the UKBBL website. Here we go. It was. Let's refresh the page.
Oh, 4. It was 4-0.
It was 4, was it, in the end? I can't even see it. What's the team?
Fucking hell. That's a problem, that. That is a problem.
It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
problem.
King Doom's posted, Andy.
Oh, good.
Oh, there we go. King
Is he
Doom
playing
has said
playoff?
that he can come to the next TT. Brilliant. So it's 4-0, was it? Okay. Well, thanks very much, viewers. It's been good to have so many of you here with us this evening. Thank you for sticking through with us all the way to the end. Back same time next week, 8:30 Monday night football will return. Hope we've got some good games for you next week and further chat about the new thing that will be out by next week, Kemry and Chorfs. Maybe we'll be bringing you one of those games. Gonna roll the credits. Thanks very much, Andy. See you next week.
Good night. See you all soon.